Your diet and your sleep have really significant roles in your different bodily functions, but have you ever considered that your diet can actually help out your sleep? Maybe you've tried hot teas, you've managed your nightly screen time, you threw down some melatonin pills, and maybe you're even still counting sheep. Well, I'm here to tell you that some missing nutrients in your diet could actually be the cause of all of your sleep problems. And so today we're going to look at 8 great foods that are not only going to help you fall asleep faster, but stay asleep and sleep longer. In case that's not enough, if you stick around until the end, we're actually going to go through a few non-food related ways to help you drift off into that peaceful slumber. So let's get right to it. Food number 1 is almonds and walnuts. Starting with almonds, they are really high in potassium and B vitamins, and both of these are going to help your nervous system begin to relax as you get into the evening. And your nervous system calming down is one of the first steps before your body can enter into a really peaceful sleep. Walnuts are actually a great source of what's called tryptophan, which is a sleep-enhancing amino acid. And when tryptophan enters the brain, it gets converted into serotonin, which you may know helps induce sleep. So for these reasons, almonds and walnuts are a great light snack to end the night, and they don't fill you up too much, which is another thing that can disrupt your sleep, and we'll touch upon that later. Another great late night snack is number 2, bananas and peanut butter. I'm sure maybe you're thinking about the potassium and complex B vitamins that bananas contain, but they also have a lot of magnesium, which is great for helping your muscles relax. And together with peanut butter, it is the late night snack dream team. Combining the carbs and the tryptophan of the peanut butter with the nutrients of the banana can actually make the amino acids more available to your brain and thus increase your ability to sleep. So you'll want to put this at the top of your list of tasty and beneficial desserts. Moving away from nuts, number 3 is Greek yogurt. If you're noticing a trend of protein by this point, you are correct. The best form of snack that you can have right before bed is light but packed with protein. And plain Greek yogurt not only gets the job done, but it's also super low in sugar and it's filled with probiotics. These probiotics are great for your gut, and gut health actually plays a huge role in your sleep quality and vice versa. Next up, number 4 is brown rice. Not only does brown rice contain more tryptophan, but it also has a specific neurotransmitter called gamma-aminobutyric acid, also known as Gaba. And this GABA neurotransmitter is actually stress reducing and sleep enhancing, and it has a really calming effect on your brain and the nervous system. Some other foods that contain GABA are soybeans, mushrooms, sweet potatoes, and leafy green vegetables. Number 5, cherries. This works with both the whole cherries and cherry juice, both of which are a great source of melatonin, which helps your sleep and your wake cycles. Many people have tried melatonin gummies or supplements, so I think it's important to review the fact that melatonin in itself doesn't directly make you tired. Your body naturally releases it in response to darkness, which allows the other sleep processes to naturally take over. Number 6 is chickpeas. Chickpeas are the primary ingredient in hummus, and they offer a lot of fiber, proteins, and vitamin B6, which is needed for your body to naturally produce melatonin. Another great thing about chickpeas is that they are very low on the glycemic index, and so if you eat it close to your bedtime, it will allow for even blood sugar levels throughout the night, which is a main thing that contributes to restful sleep patterns. Next up, number 7 is oatmeal. Not many people think about eating oatmeal anytime past breakfast, but oats actually fit perfectly into that high protein, low glycemic index food category. Not only that, but they help the body release different sleep hormones, including, yes, melatonin. And even better, you can combine other foods we've talked about, like nuts, bananas, and nut butters, for a tasty snack to help you get your snooze on. Last but not least, number 8 is leafy green vegetables. Some examples like kale, spinach, romaine lettuce, and collard greens all have sufficient quantities of folate, which can help improve sleep quality, and also a lot of magnesium. Magnesium deficiency is actually one of the leading causes of insomnia. And romaine lettuce also contains what's called lactocarium, which is also referred to as, believe it or not, lettuce opium. And consuming this helps promote feelings of relaxation and sleepiness. And so overall, there are just so many good reasons to put a salad on that dinner plate of yours. So hopefully one or more of those foods is the natural remedy to your sleep issues. These nutrients will certainly give your body all the tools that it needs to enter into a deep, restful sleep. But for some people, it can really take an army to help you drift away. So, since you stuck around, let's cover 5 key tips that, combined with these foods, should really help you break through that barrier and doze into a really long, restful sleep. Tip number 1 is a consistent sleep and wake schedule. This is really huge because when you offer the regularity to your brain, all of the natural processes required to set up your sleep can occur together, such as the peak of your adenosine and the release of melatonin. If you can't always control when you go to bed, at least make sure that you're waking up at the same time every single day. The second tip is a consistent wind down routine at the end of every evening. This could be a bath or a shower, maybe some light stretching, meditation, or even reading. One really uncommon yet highly effective wind down is a worry journal. This is simply taking 5 minutes to write down all of those tasks, those concerns, and maybe any other thoughts that are going to pop up in your mind as soon as you lay down and turn off the lights. And by releasing all those anxieties, you really offer your mind a chance to fall into rest mode. Tip number 3 is to lower your bedroom temperature. Maybe you've noticed that it's easier to fall asleep when it's too cold rather than when it's too hot. Well, the optimal temperature is about 67 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is because your brain and body have to lower their temperature slightly in order to initiate sleep. Tip number 4, everyone's familiar, but no one follows it, and that is to not use your phone when you get into bed. Preferably about an hour before bed, you should avoid your phone, TV, and computer screens. Whatever you're working on or looking at can induce thoughts that'll keep your mind awake, but most importantly, because the bright lights are going to interfere with your circadian rhythm. Finally, tip number 5 is actually to take a break from trying to fall asleep. If you really can't fall asleep one night, or you wake up in the middle of the night and cannot fall back asleep, after about 20 or 30 minutes, you should get up and go do something else relaxing before trying again. Maybe that's back to your other routines like reading, journaling, or taking a walk, maybe even listening to music. And you should only return to bed when you feel sleepy again, so that your brain starts to reassociate your bed with a place of sound sleep. There's just too much to cover in the whole realm of sleep, so I think I'm going to dedicate my next few videos to this topic. If the next one's up, feel free to check it out right here. Otherwise, go ahead and check out some of the other content on my channel. Leave a comment letting me know that you've subscribed, or if you have any other topics you'd like us to cover, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of you.